Hey everyone, and welcome to our update on September 28th, 2023. So, we're starting off with our radar from today. You can see that this morning, some light rain pushed into the coast of the southwest. This gradually pushed away to the northeast, but also died out as it did so. Into the late morning period, we saw some heavier rain pushing towards the west coast, and also some showers pushing in towards Kerry and also in towards the south coast as well. These showers got heavier into the afternoon. Some big downpours in Wexford, Waterford, up towards Kilkenny, Wicklow, and Cork, Kerry, and Limerick. Also, into the afternoon, this score line formed in Donegal down towards Galway, also into parts of Kerry as well. Now, this scoreline was, I think, quite intense. We got some oranges and reds as it pushed into the Midlands and the north, bringing a spell of very gusty winds and torrential rain. Into the evening, the showers cleared from the southeast before the cold front pushed eastwards. The scoreline mainly confined north of Dublin, north of the Dublin to Galway line. Further south, just rain. And currently it is pushing into the east coast, and it should clear at around 9 p.m. Anyway, this is the UKV 5-day forecast chart. So we can see today's active front pushing eastwards, that school line, also that school line as well. And tonight should be mainly dry and clear with variable clouds, especially in the west. Into tomorrow, we'll see a few showers form, but not so heavy, not so widespread. So there should be some decent sunshine in between the showers, and some areas should stay dry. Into Friday evening, should I say, we'll see some high clouds move in from the south, and this is preceding rain, heavy rain, especially in the south on Saturday morning and afternoon. The heavier rain edging northwards into the afternoon before clearing towards the UK in the evening, and into Saturday night, it'll start cloudy and quite warm, but as we go towards Sunday morning, we see clearer air come in from the west, and Sunday should be quite a nice day, though sunshine will be hazy in the south, and a few showers may push in to the north. Into Monday, we see a hazy start to the day with high clouds, and some rain may just brush the southeast coast. Some heavy rain over the UK, while downpours push into the west and northwest into the afternoon. These push eastwards into the evening, and into Tuesday, the 3rd of October, we see a showery day, and it will cloud over later from the west, probably in advance of a front on Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Oops, that was too soon. This is the temperature forecast. If it will load for us, it'd be kind of to load. Anyway, this is temperatures getting down to around 9 degrees in the southeast, under the clearest skies. Further west and northwest, breezier and a bit cloudier, above 10 degrees, getting towards 13 in Galway. Tomorrow, highest temperatures around average, about 13 to 16 degrees, warmest in the south and southeast. Into Friday night, lowest temperatures a bit cooler on Friday nights, to about 7 degrees in Ulster, up to about 13 in Kerry. That classic northeast to southwest split. Anyway, into Saturday, we see a warm front push in, so we see actually by 4 p.m. North Leinster and Ulster quite chilly, 11 to 14, but further south, about 17 to possibly 19 degrees, especially in the West Midlands, and that would be quite a warm day, especially for the end of September. Now, into October. We start off Sunday morning with lowest temperatures of 11 in Connacht to about 13 in the east. Into Sunday itself, 15 to 17 degrees, warmest in the Midlands, South and East as usual. So it's all very average with these temperatures, nothing so special. Monday morning, again, coolest in the east and north, 9 or 10 degrees, warmer in the west, around 10 or 11 degrees, 12 degrees possible on the coast. Into Monday, we see a slice that is not in Wexford and is not in Connacht and West Ulster, that has sunshine between the rain here and the showers here, getting to about 14 to 17 degrees, but under rain or showers, 11 to 13. So into Monday night, about 9 to 11 degrees. Tuesday, high temperatures, getting towards the low to mid teens. So it's all very averagey, nothing special, just plain old Irish autumn weather. Anyway, this is the NAO index observed and GFS forecasts. So currently we are around -1 on the index, so that is quite strongly negative. Into October, it will slowly rise towards neutral. Now, towards neutral, some members of the GFS do bump it into positive territory, but this, compared to yesterday's run, is a trend towards more negative patterns of the NAO. So this means that the signals that we saw yesterday of the Azores High trying to ridge in are probably going to appear less strong on today's models. We'll see in a sec. So this is the GFS 12Z. So if we roll through this, you can see that today we have these troughs coming in from the west, and into tomorrow we will see some showers, but not too heavy and not too widespread, because of this little high pressure that is trying to ridge up from the south, but it'll get pushed aside by a trough on Saturday coming in from the west, bringing its rain. Sunday we see quite a strange day with highs to the south, lows to the north. I think the high will have a stronger influence on Sunday, bringing quite a dry day, but on Monday a trough forms to our south and that brings more rain. On Tuesday we see quite cool and showery weather, before on Wednesday the high builds again, trying to ease us into dry weather. It briefly does, also is warmer as well, but into Friday we see this moisture-laden southerly flow bringing a bout of rain probably, and we see the low break into the weekends, and it also goes cooler as well. Now into Wednesday and Thursday of the following week, we actually see quite strong high pressure building to the east, and that would bring a warm flow of southerly to southeasterly winds, but that low to our west could bring some showers or rain in. And actually that is not too late for thunderstorms. Only last year, on October 19th, we saw a huge thundery breakdown from the southeast, a very similar pattern to that. Several storms in the south, east and Midlands actually. So that is not too late for storms. Surprisingly, on this run, I think the GFS has trended more towards high pressure compared to last week's run. So far I was wrong about this. This is the ECM. So tomorrow we see a ridge trying to dry things out into Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, a trough comes in. Sunday, we see a brief build of a high pressure there from the south, just edging in. Monday, a trough builds in. Tuesday, quite a cool day with showers probably. Wednesday, a brief ridge before on Thursday and Friday. We're between the ridge and the trough, but the ridge is very slightly closer to us than the low, I think. But in the end, it does break through and we go quite wet, but also quite warm. Upper temperatures on the 8th. Oh, actually, that is very warm. The plus 15 Celsius ice term is engulfing the country on that one, actually. And I'm pretty sure we're getting close to 20 degrees. We nearly have these very dark shades in next Sunday. That is actually extremely warm. I did not expect those upper temperatures to be that warm. That must be a record. I don't know the record for the upper temperatures for the states, but that is exceptional. That is exceptional for this time of year. You don't always see that. Actually, I'm curious. I want to see how this forms. So we see this ridge. We actually have a massive plume of warm air to the south, and it just drags up in the flow. Now that, if that low would probably give off storms. I mean, with that level of heat, just that caught me by surprise. This is the UK model, so we can see that we got this ridge tomorrow, followed by that trough. Then we pull in these westerly winds, and they stay until Tuesday, Wednesday-ish before that ridge forms and moves eastwards. With this one, we've got more of a southwesterly flow, but there is this pool of warm air, very warm air to the south. And if this ridge pushes eastwards, this low comes southwards, then that will come wafting right this way. This is the GEM. So it seems like this is something new. What's the GFS showing that? I can't remember. This is the GEM. We can see that ridge forming on Friday. Westerly winds from Saturday onwards up to on Tuesday, when that ridge tries to build back. Into Wednesday, we see a dry day. Into Thursday, again we start to pump up that very warm wind from the southwest. We go off into the weekend though, and winds don't go southerly, they go more westerly. Upper temperatures with this, we do have this plume, but the low is too strong, and it just push through. But actually, the very warm air does get into the UK. That is just shift everything westwards, and that will come pumping right into us. This is actually some very warm air we see. That maybe because of some hurricane that's formed or some feature here. I don't know. But normally hurricanes do cool things down in some way. Anyway. And there'd be no hurricanes in that part of the world. Silly me. But I think something must have happened to cause such hot temperatures in the upper atmosphere. Anyway, the icon. We're seeing this ridge, followed by the trough and the westerly winds. And we keep going into Tuesday, Wednesday time, when that ridge comes back. And we start to see that very warm air mass. Temperatures are warm. And finally, arpege. Let's see what it shows. So again, high pressure tomorrow, then westerly winds, and we see that ridge coming back on Tuesday. So we're seeing the sort of trends. So tomorrow we'll see a drier day before we go westerly and more wet into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday before the ridge comes back on Wednesday time. And there's a battle between the low to the west and the high to the east after that. And the exact orientation of the two features will depend on how warm or even hot it gets. Because that is some exceptional heat we saw on that ECM run. It could be an outlier, but at the same time, possibilities. So that's it for now. I'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for watching.